It is a fine Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, and this is another week, yet another week in the Mania World Cup 2020 of the Four Keys. This is Pâturage. You can call me Pat. And next to me is...
I'm Potassium. You can call me Pot. And together we are Pat and Pot. The legendary casting duo that has yet to happen until finals week, apparently.
Yes, indeed. It has finally happened. Are you hyped for Pat and Pot? Are you hyped for Singapore versus Thailand? Because this is the spotlight. This should be the spotlight. We shouldn't be the spotlight.
Yeah, that's true. No, but definitely this match is going to be insane. We have Thailand coming in from last week beating Malaysia in a really close match, and actually like a kind of revenge against them from group stage as well. So they're coming in really hot. Singapore also being the only high seed left in the tournament, losing to only just dropping out of the winners bracket last week against Japan. So these two are really strong teams, and they're definitely going to push each other in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen them as really strong underdogs, and they put out absolutely remarkable performances against, in the loser brackets. So what else can we say?
Yeah, it's gonna be good, and I think both of them have like kind of good a good matchup against each other in terms of skill sets as well. Like we're gonna see a little bit of a mismatch in the kind of strengths. Thailand definitely going to be looking at those LN picks to be able to go for. While Singapore, I mean, we've seen Singapore basically win an SV against every team they've versed, I think, so...
Yeah, even Japan. They even won SV against Japan, which is absolutely terrifying. And we can expect Thailand to maybe eye some bans on SVs. Probably.
Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. Thailand banning SVs is definitely going to be a good match, especially seeing what Singapore did against Japan last week, managing to take both of the SV maps off of them. And yeah, I do think that's reasonable. It really depends on what they think they want to ban against Singapore as well. Like, some of the Rice maps might end up being scary as well. But Singapore do have a very clear, target that they want to try and ban out. They're going to try and ban one of the LN maps, definitely.
Yes, because both of these teams have different strengths. Totally different strengths, and it might not be exactly a game of rock, paper, scissors. It can be close to it, but don't forget that this is finals, and this is much harder than semifinals.
Oh yeah, the step up in difficulty is actually really big. So that, like, these maps that we're going to be seeing are actually, like, extremely difficult.
Yeah, we've seen each week the difficulty step up immensely, like from round 16 to quarterfinals from semifinals, and now from semifinals to finals.
Yeah, actually, wait, this warm-up happening right now, it's a Ryunos map, so I'm assuming it's Singapore's warm-up, but it does also look like it's an LN map, so interesting, considering the fact that I'm pretty sure Thailand are going to be the ones who look towards the LN picks.
Yeah, I think in Singapore, their strategy, looking at this match, is basically, I hope they train their hybrids, because they're going to be like the toughest points to get, I think. If they're banning LN, which is kind of a small relief that they have, they're still going to try and get the points, maybe some break points on the hybrid.
Yeah, that's definitely true. There's so there's 3 LN maps still in the pool, and one hybrid map that's actually very LN focused as well. So there are, even banning one, that you still have 3 more heavily LN oriented maps to think about. So if Singapore can kind of keep it close on these LN maps, then that would be ideal. But what is really important when we have these back and forth games is that you win your own picks. That's the most important thing for both of the teams.
Yeah. Well, I think Singapore has had a lot of work to put on, because they also had to, as you say, put on their strengths, be confident on their strengths on Rice, essentially. Right.
Yeah, and I think Singapore's Rice has actually been very impressive as well. They have some really fast players as well. Emirates in particular, I think, has been putting in big work in some of these previous recent stages. So we'll see. It really depends, I think, on how well both of these teams can keep up with the increase in difficulty in this last pool. Because if there's just one player who's maybe just not so comfortable with the increased speed or the increased density, then it can really hurt the team score.
Yeah, and most importantly, your 3 players have to be consistent enough. It's not just one player; it's 3 players, and we can see kind of an example in the previous warm-up. We can see a lot of difference. How to play then pulling a 990k on that LN warm-up, which is really impressive, and must be really terrifying for Singapore, seeing like already the difference on that warm-up.
Yeah, and this one is okay. So this one definitely has to be Thailand's warm-up now. This is a boss map, wolf map, and it's 40 seconds long. So I assume this is going to be some kind of like either an SV map or a meme map. Maybe both, who knows?
Maybe both, indeed.
Well, I'm not too sure if Boss Map Wolf maps other maps. He might map other types of maps, but I mainly know him for the SV maps that he does go for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this does sound like a SV song. And we seem to really like short warm-ups in this tournament.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a pool like this, and it is best of 13 still, so you don't really want, like, you want to warm up, but you don't really want to wear yourself out too early, right?
That's true, that's true.
Like, you can imagine if something like Azure Arbitrator gets picked somewhere earlier on in the match, you know, you just destroy your stamina and you still have to play so many more maps after that.
Yeah, like especially we could see that even in matches as some teams picked the stamina pick. For example, I think it was A from last week. The 5-minute jump stream, dense jump stream stamina pick that absolutely almost everyone banned, and it was only picked once, and I think that's for a good reason. And of course, this is SV, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. A actually got a huge amount of bans last week, being that you know, really tiring stamina pick, and I wonder if some of the teams might think the same about Azure Arbitrator from this pool. Like, they don't want to really kill their stamina for the rest of the map, so they just really want to get that out of the way, right?
Yeah, and instead they're just tiring their eyes on this SV.
Wow, what are the timings for these?
Yeah, there's a lot. It seems to be a lot of 0 BPM gimmicks. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, How to Play Island fails the map, so Singapore wins Thailand's warm-up, and Thailand wins Singapore's warm-up.
Very good scores, by the way.
Yeah, I don't I don't think anyone from Thailand even knew what the SV was in this map, even though they were the ones that picked it.
Yeah, just a surprise to everyone, including us, including the team that put the warm-up. Just a surprise for everyone, and the viewers at home as well. Let's see the rolls.
Yeah, those are some quick warm-ups. We'll see who gets to roll. I don't think either team are going to be banning the same map, so it's not going to matter a huge amount who bans first, that is.
Yeah, they're going for totally different bans. So it's just a friendly game of dual roll.
Yeah, we'll see. They're just getting ready to roll. 94 and 7.
Oh my god.
Just those are some far apart rolls.
Oh my god.
So Thailand,
what are you doing?
Yeah, Thailand are the one who win the roll, so Singapore will ban first. And I'm expecting they'll ban one of the LM maps. I'm going to guess Dance Number, if I were to guess any of them.
Okay, first pick, Tajitasika, let's go! Yeah!
Thailand planning the tiebreaker.
Should I say the tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker.
Thailand breaker. They're gonna break themselves.
But yeah, I think Dance Number might be the one that they go for. I feel like Relive is probably the least likely for them to ban out of the LNs. But we'll have to see what they decide. It really depends on how comfortable they are with their players.
Yeah, and at this point there are chances that none of those teams are comfortable with a particular song, which might lead to some very particular matchups.
It looks like Singapore's having a bit of think about what they want to ban right now.
Yeah,
so it has to be in LN. I feel like... Yeah. Oh, they're going to ban Lancelot. Okay. So that is an LN map. It's the full inverse one. And the thing about some of these inverse maps is that if you can't play them, and it is very hard to play, if you can't play them, you just die. Like, straight up. And we get a SV ban from Thailand. immediately, going for Galvanize, which is the harder of the two SV picks.
Yeah, that was pretty predictable so far. But I think Singapore were debating which LN to ban, depending on the outcome of the warm-up. And the outcome of the warm-up was heavily triumphant towards Thailand. So I think they're just going for the safe choices.
Yeah, not being that comfortable with inverse patterning and inverse playstyle is it really gives you no other choice, right? With a map like Lancelot in the pool. But that does mean that actually the two longer of the LN maps are still up, being Dance Number and Relive. And it looks like by the sounds here, Thailand has picked Relive first.
Indeed, we're going to see how Singapore can handle these 4 minutes of
Yeah, it's a 4 minute long. It's a really long map, and I think physically it's probably the easier of the LN maps in the pool, but it actually comes with like a gigantic amount of risk because these patterns are extremely column lockable.
Oh yeah, you don't want to know what happens when you're stuck in a column lock.
Yeah, and especially towards the end in that solo section where it has some really funky patterning. If you column lock there, your score will just tank. And at that point, it doesn't even matter who was ahead or behind. If you fail the map, then you're going to lose it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think both teams are capable of maintaining the score. And as long as you can maintain the score, as long as the three players can maintain the score, one or the other team can dip. When they did, they did.
Yeah, so it'll be really up to the players to try and hold on. You really just don't want to mess up the combo here with the patterns.
Yeah. So Thailand's hope on this first particular pick is to get a huge advantage over Singapore, and Singapore's strategy is going to be to sustain it as best as possible in hope for blunders and chokes from Thailand.
Yeah, I would definitely assume, given past performances, that Thailand definitely has the advantage. So I'd expect if everyone were to not column lock and end up comboing just fine through the map, Thailand would end up with that better accuracy and consistency advantage. But there is that X factor now, like we've got maps so hard that you can just, if you slip up a little bit, lose concentration, you can just immediately tank and lose the map at that point.
Exactly, and that's what makes the matches so exciting, is that the map pools are putting in the work against the players. They're not easy at all. They're not free. Nothing is free.
Absolutely nothing is free. So there's a lot of pressure now on Thailand as well to really hold on. Because, it is the very first pick, right? You don't want to lose your very first pick.
Yeah, that would be bad. Well, depending on your strategy, you could keep like the safe picks for later. If you're feeling like less confident.
That's true. We have actually seen some similar strategies like that before. Actually, I think Thailand and Malaysia, was it? I don't know, one of the previous maps, I remember one of the teams held LFO to the very end.
Yeah. It definitely happened.
Yeah, now it looks like we've just got in our third player for Singapore, Adam Akaville. Coming in, we have Bai from Mount Emirates for Singapore, and Thailand we have Mystery on how to play LN, and Jimmy returns.
Yeah, these both look like very solid teams, and I think this looks contestable indeed.
So we'll have to see. Actually, there's some really funky patterning at the start of this map with the rice. We'll see how that turns out so far. Yep, now we're getting into it.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Straight away we're getting these LNs, and it looks like early miss from Adam Ackerville.
Oh.
It's not gonna affect too much. I mean, it is before that 400 combo cap.
Yeah, absolutely. The early misses are the most benign ones. Well, relatively. They're gonna lose some score, but not a lot. So Adam Ackerville is contesting generic turns in terms of accuracy. And,
yeah, the accuracy is definitely good for Adam Ackerville. It didn't drop at all despite that miss, so it's actually going to be really close in the end, I think. There's no massive advantages for either team.
Yeah, it's looking almost like a mirror match.
Here we go, the first chorus getting in here. We see drops, a lot of drops from Adam Ackerville there. Yeah. Some accuracy drops happening over on Jimmy Return's side as well, but the drops from Adam Ackerville are a little bit more intense.
Yeah, so it just keeps going on as well. Adam Ackerville hasn't dropped under 97s, but no one on the down side has actually dipped below 99%, which is really impressive. Solid speed going on.
All three of Thailand's members also holding on to that full combo still, so... And just as that for now missing on the rise section, the really awkward jack kind of patterns. And that's not the place that you want to miss, because now we have Thailand 3 full combos just to 1 on Singapore, and with that accuracy advantage as well.
No, I think this Mysterion has kind of brought accuracy since the beginning, actually being below Eneris.
But then we have How to Play LN still 99.68, just destroying this in accuracy somehow. Adam Ackerville finding another break at the start of the second chorus.
Yeah, as usual, How to Play LN just shows us how to play LN.
Just a couple more drops from Adam Ackerville there, but not dropping accuracy too much. I think he's going to need the solo coming up soon is going to need to really be the turning point for Singapore to come back. And we do see a miss from Jimmy. Everyone except the How to Play LN missing in this.
Yeah, this is a misfest. Especially in Singapore's side. Literally everyone missed on Singapore's side.
Wow, just at the exact same point in time as well. But look at How to Play LN 4300 combo is still holding on.
Yeah, How to Play LN still on full combo.
And that's going to work out in Thailand's advantage. Now this lead has grown massive.
Yeah, Adam Ackerville has dipped into the 96% and is continuing to have some trouble. But still, bye for now!
Bye for now, tanking quite a lot there.
Yeah, we were talking about this column lock and a bit of blocking going on there.
And How to Play LN actually breaks the full combo towards the very end of the map.
Yeah, we will not have any full combos for that song.
But unfortunately, that's just not going to be enough to make the score lead swing in the opposite direction. It looks like Thailand are looking pretty comfortable to take this point.
Yeah, look at the lead. That was exactly what they were hoping for.
It ends up being a really good pick for Thailand. 980k for How to Play LN in the end, even with those misses.
Yeah, How to Play LN is the only one who has less than 1,000 regulars. Really, really great stuff. And 5,000 rainbows, that's a handful.
Yeah, that's a map that you really, you're not trying to ack in the first place, right? Because you just really want to hold on. It's just hard to hold on to that combo. So being able to get an ack as high as How to Play LN was holding is actually really impressive.
Yeah, Bye for now really got that lock in his face. 17.
Yeah. So now we're going to see Singapore's pick now, and How to Play LN in chat already calling it out, predicting that it's going to be Anomaly. And I think that is an accurate prediction.
Yeah, it has pretty high chances, but again, those SV maps are pretty long this week around. Both of the SV maps are actually like 4 minutes long.
Oh yeah, actually, that is pretty brutal for the players to learn such a long map. But I mean, I trust that all these players have put in that work though.
And the person should be discussing their picks. Just be discussing a lot, and I think strategy is indeed going to be very important for Singapore. I've been strategizing since the beginning, since season 1, I think. So really putting the focus on that strategizing.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to pick, but yeah, it does really seem like they want to put a lot of thought into what they want to pick and ban in this match, taking it really seriously.
Yeah, I think every break point that Singapore is going to lose is going to give out to Thailand. It's going to really hurt them.
So yeah, and it really depends on how their players at the moment are feeling with each map as well, like how warmed up they are, how prepared they are. You know, maybe there's some players that want to keep practicing the SV, and they end up going with Dysnomia actually. So for now, we're gonna see a little bit of avoidance for that last SV map, and we're gonna have the tech map instead.
I think, yeah, they're gonna keep the SV for later. Perhaps letting the players that are not playing practice some SVs, warm up on the SVs.
Yeah, and this is also a kind of long map as well, 3.5 minutes long, and it doesn't let up at all. These technical patterns can really destroy stamina.
I think it's a pretty interesting thing. If Singapore is comfortable on this pick, they don't really have a chance against Thailand, because I don't think Thailand is confident on this pick either. Maybe none of the teams are confident on this pick, but we're just going to have to see how their practice paid off.
Yeah, I definitely do think it's a bit of a risky pick for Singapore. We're going to see Ryunos come in, switching in for Adam Akaville. And on Thailand's team, it looks like Fumi is going to be joining instead of Jimmy Returns, who was there previously. So now we'll see how each of these teams fare on one of these Rice picks after seeing the LN.
Yeah, glad to see some variety in the picks.
Okay, a bit of a early start here. For now drops a little bit of accuracy at the start, but nothing too massive. Able to start catching up on the ACK already.
Yeah, Edward's kind of having a rocky start.
Mysterion finding 2 misses very early on, dropping accuracy quite a lot as well. Singapore is going to take that early advantage for themselves.
Yeah, and they really need the advantage. Oh, Ryunos.
Yeah, as we're getting into these bursty patterns, Ryunos looks like he's starting to struggle with the accuracy as well, along with a couple of misses here.
No, Ryunos.
Being dropped down to 98% is really gonna hurt this accuracy for Singapore, and Thailand looks like they have a little bit of an advantage just off of that.
Yeah, but it's not a landslide advantage yet. Remember the song is pretty long, so I think it's
we're only a third of the way in. But at the moment, it looks like Thailand are holding a very decent lead. Ryunosuke is starting to build up the accuracy though, and Fumi actually finds the miss, so now the lead is going to shrink a lot. A second miss. Ryunos is slowly building up the accuracy.
Yeah, how to play LN, not only caring for LN, but for tech as well. That's interesting to see.
Yeah, the highest accuracy in the lobby from him, and also with that full combo, Rionos finds another break.
Yeah.
But there's still a really good opportunity for Singapore to come back in. There's still half of the map left, and it is still 2 full combos to 1 in favor of Singapore, actually. So it just needs to... that accuracy from Rionos, as long as that keeps building up, and we see a few more misses from Thailand, it could go in the opposite direction. So now we're getting into a more intense section.
Yeah, the more intense sections are the ones you're gonna have to look at to really determine the winner of...
Well, Bifa now actually breaks his full combo, but it's not going to be much of any act drops from him, so it's still going to be relatively close, but Rionos drops as well, and all of Thailand's roster is holding onto that combo really well in this second half.
Yeah, Rionos missing again, but how to play LN actually is now. My stereo
well. 2 misses from Thailand, Rionos misses again, just at the end there. But it looks like the lead is still staying solidly in Thailand's favor. And now we're getting into the last section of the map.
The lead has actually increased for Thailand. I think Singapore has missed more in that section than Thailand did.
Yeah, the accuracy lead has not quite been able to catch up to Thailand either, with Rionos still sitting down at that 98.4.
Yeah,
and now in this outro, I mean, there's no opportunity to be able to come back in this outro, so it does look like, unfortunately, Thailand, Singapore are going to lose their first pick, and Thailand are going to lead 2-0 in the match.
Yeah, that's the first breakpoint, and what a breakpoint. How to play LN in Mysterion, still holding on to an average of 99.4, whereas only Emirates is able to get that 99.4, and Bifernance actually dropped to 99.16.
Yeah, Emirates actually with the FC as well, though.
Oh,
so actually getting the highest score in the lobby because of that 980k. A really good job from him.
Yeah, props to Emirates. Emirates a really, really prolific player and really great contributor to the Singaporean team.
Yeah, now it is Thailand's pick, and they have the ability if they want to go for dance number, or alternatively there could be alternatively we could see one of those hybrid picks come out. But no, it looks like we are going to see dance number, the timing hell map.
Yeah. Thanks Juan for the timing hell.
They can't remember the map name.
Well, who can blame them?
Okay, so we are going again to one of those LN picks. This actually be the last pure LN map left of the pool, I believe.
Yep. After this.
And we're just getting long map after long map after long map, because I'm pretty sure this one is also about 4 minutes long.
Yeah, there's actually well 420 basic, but yeah, it's gonna be a pretty long match due to the map pool having a lot of long songs. But that's more content for you to enjoy.
Yeah, and this one is kind of brutal as well. Like like if you find Relive hard to act, this is just next level. Like the releases in this are just evil. So we'll see, we're getting into it. We're going to see Nyala Hotep actually coming in for Thailand now. First time this match. And Adam Ackerville back on the Singapore roster.
Yeah, this is pretty much the Singaporean LN roster right here. Seeing Nyala Hotep enter this pick, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we see Adam Ackerville and Nyala both missing. early, but it looks like that accuracy lead is slightly in favor of Thailand now.
Emirates
finding it as well.
No, Adam again. It's still very early on in the song, but we've already seen like 10 misses total.
And a little bit of accuracy struggles going on the side of Singapore. But Thailand are actually holding on really strong with How to Play LN and Mysterion both holding well above 99%.
Yeah, and Adam Ackerville, I'm not even sure.
Well, we're seeing misses everywhere. Everyone in Singapore team misses. Nyala misses, Mysterion misses. How to Play LN is the only one who's holding on to any significant combo right now.
Yeah, I'm not even sure we're going to see a mess from Adam Ackerville, but the accuracy drop is absolutely massive in Singapore's side, but Thailand's still holding on. Even with Nyala being in the 98s, that's still really good.
Oh, and a full team miss from Singapore. And this lead is going to start growing massively. We still see How to Play LN on this full combo. And Nyala is falling a little bit behind in the accuracy, but it's not going to matter a huge amount because, like, as we've said, How to Play LN and Mysterion are really carrying the team forward with their accuracies and their combos.
Yeah, Nyala just has to contest with the less, well, with the worst players from Singapore, and it's looking like Nyala has still a good advantage over them. Even if it has a slight advantage over Viper now. Viper now, who actually drops to the 97s, 98s, and actually everyone on Singapore is below 99%.
Yeah, now a little bit of a break there for the players, but it's not going to last very long because right away we're back into it. We're seeing more misses coming out from the Singapore side.
Yeah. Is Hatchback actually FC?
I think that is an FC. So far in this map, I don't think there was any early miss.
Yeah, it's just...
and this is 99.3% as well.
Yeah, it's just very terrifying to go against as actually Emirates has dropped to the 97s.
Yeah, actually really big tank and accuracy from Emirates there. Now Nyala actually holding a higher accuracy than everyone on the Singapore team. And actually that combo as well, Nyala's built up a 2.2k combo.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think, in my opinion, that's the most brutal LN pick. And you can see the difference between Singapore and Thailand and proficiency. And
oh, a few misses coming out from Thailand though. We have Mysterion and Nyala both missing, but How to Play 11 is still holding on. I actually don't know how this combo is still going.
Yeah, it's just, huh?
Like we're hitting this 7,000 combo mark now. This is just huge.
Oh my god. Oh, Emirates actually, almost catching up to the 98, but soon after dropping.
And actually Singapore, like overall, these acts are actually very decent. Like 298s on Singapore is actually really good.
Yeah, for this kind of song, and
this map is ridiculously brutal.
How to play
LN actually does. FC the map 977k in tournament is ridiculous.
Jesus.
What?
Just look at the difference between How to Play LN's score compared to the rest of Rasa. But Mysterion has also a decent score, like 967 is nothing to scoff at. It's like a really, really good score on...
yeah, Mysterion's score is very close as well, actually. Like, without those misses, that's a very comparable accuracy to How to Play LN. But damn, this team score from Thailand is just scary.
Yeah, if Thailand actually goes forward...
That's just insane.
It's just gonna be scary for the other team going the LN and they have the information now that let's see what the other teams are going to do with that.
And that's going to be the third point for Thailand as well. Singapore really needs to pull one of their own right now, so their pick now is really important. The good thing is there is no pure LN maps left for Singapore, or for Thailand to pick, that is. So we're going to see more tech. So Singapore going back to the tech picks for them.
Yeah, I think tech is their strategy. It didn't work out the first time. Let's see if it works out the second time. Maybe this is... I don't remember if this is simpler or harder than the previous tech pick. It's definitely shorter though.
It's definitely, yeah, it is shorter. But I think it really depends on what the individual skill sets are, right? I think some people might struggle more on the stamina side of Dysnomia. We'll see how. Yeah, we'll see how these the players do on here, because I think Dysnomia was actually quite close. It was mainly just that accuracy advantage for Thailand that brought them through in the end. But if Singapore is able to keep up their accuracies, I think there is a very good chance of winning this.
Yeah, we see the same roster as last decade. So it's gonna be a revenge run.
Yeah, we see the star rating 5.2, but this is much harder than a 5.2 star.
Yeah, the star ratings do not mean anything at this point.
Yeah, not even close. Same star rating as what, C18? The ranked map? Very, very nice. It means it's the same difficulty, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, Triumph and Regret is a higher star rating than this. That's fun.
It is.
But yeah, we'll see. We've got Fumi and Remask back in.
Wait, Rule Blazing?
Oh, and Rule Blazing as well, yes. Subbing in for How to Play LN. Also another really strong player from Thailand.
I mean, How to Play LN absolutely destroyed the previous tech pick as well, so Rule Blazing actually replacing How to Play LN is interesting. Maybe letting How to Play LN rest after those 2 or 3. Yeah, I think How to Play LN actually played the 3 last maps, so maybe they're conserving his stamina.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think that's definitely something to consider, and a really good idea in general, right? Like, if you have the players for it, you definitely need to conserve stamina on a map pool like this. So we're seeing here a little bit of an accuracy drop from Rule Blazing at the start in this trill. But oh, a miss from Emirates really early on. A little bit of accuracy drop along with that, but Fumi misses right back for Thailand, so it's going to end up equalizing the score. The accuracy lead is not quite in anyone's favor, but Rule Blazing and Fumi in the same role there, and that means Singapore is starting to really edge out the first significant lead of this match. And Mysterion and Fumi, again, everyone from Thailand missing.
No full combo from Thailand's side. That's major for Singapore.
We still have Bifan and Ryunos both on the full combo here. And now this is going to be a really significant point lead for them if they're able to keep it up for the rest of this map. It's a short map as well, so we're already halfway through it.
Yeah, misses matter way more in short maps than longer maps, so this is absolutely major for Singapore.
Rule Blazing missing as well.
Ooh.
Singapore are starting to really come out ahead on this map.
Yeah, this is exactly what Singapore was hoping for. Oh, bye for now!
Trading with Fumi though, so it's going to end up equalizing out with Darion missing and Rule Blazing. Everyone from Thailand, no one has combo. Ryunosk missing as well. Emirates is the only one with the combo, but that's going to favor Singapore.
Yeah, Emirates is not even a full combo, is it?
no one able to keep up the combo in this map, it looks like, except the Emirates.
Ooh. Are we seeing an all-around 98? Oh, Mysterion reaching the 99!
All those misses at the end, but it's not going to matter. In the end, Singapore are going to win their first map.
Almost every player in the match was actually below 99, but Mysterion clutching it out, still not fulfilling that bingo spot.
Yeah, just misses left, right, and center. But overall, Singapore, all three players were able to hold on for such a long time. That combo advantage really helped them.
Yeah. Yeah, if you compare the amount of misses, it's clear that Singapore really got an advantage on that.
And that's going to be really good for Singapore, not just in the score, but also the morale, right? Losing so many points in the row can really get you down, but now with a point on the board, they can really start thinking ahead to their future picks and boosting up their, just being positive in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Losing the first tech deck was kind of a bummer. Losing a breakpoint. Losing the first breakpoint is rather demoralizing, but this is definitely comeback material.
Yeah, Thailand also, they've run out of LN maps, but they still have some very LN-focused hybrid maps they can go for. I think Heathens is definitely one of those that they can look to target, but it looks like they're going for Saihate.
Yeah, Saihate is
so one of these pure hybrid maps. So it really has a bit of everything in equal amounts. But in saying that, there is also quite difficult inverse LN patterns in the middle as well.
Yeah, Singapore might fare better on the hybrids rather than the pure LN. So we're gonna start to see Singapore trying to challenge Thailand and not leaving Thailand as big of a gap as in the previous pure LN stage.
Yeah, definitely more of a chance, I would say, for Singapore in this than in Dance Number. I don't think we're going to see any point difference as large as that again. But we'll see, as Singapore really needs to nail the rice sections in this map to really edge out in front if they want to take back this breakpoint.
Yeah, because Singapore does need to get that breakpoint back. It needs to get one breakpoint back and then some more to hopefully avoid a tiebreaker. This tiebreaker is Mobita Sekai, and it's 7 minutes long and it's pretty hard.
And I mean, also on the other side of that, Thailand also really wants to win this as well, because if, like, they don't want this to go towards the rice maps at the end, right? They want to be able to win these hybrids so they don't have to win on all of these rice maps. And we've seen Singapore can be very scary on the rice maps.
Yeah, I think both of these teams are going in order of the comfortableness. Maybe Singapore keeping even the SV singular in reserve.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Singapore are able to pick Anomaly whenever they want, and I do think it would be a very good pick for them as well, assuming that they have practiced it, because they have practiced every SV map before.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see Claren coming in for Singapore, first time this match. And
the entrance of Claren, indeed.
We see opposite roles for what we saw previous in the match. With Singapore rolling 9-2 and Thailand rolling 8.
These teams sure like rolling.
Yeah, they need that luck. The no-miss luck.
It's kind of like a prayer before playing.
Yeah, just a little ritual. Make sure you don't mess up. But we're gonna get into this map now. Starting with some jack patterns here. It looks like a little bit of accuracy drop from Claren is going to...
Has Rule Blazing actually missed some preparedness? Oh, Karen!
Oh, you're right, Rule Blazing missed really early, but Claren actually misses back. And that's gonna matter a little bit more. And these jack patterns are really destroying Claren's combo and accuracy here. But Rule Blazing actually finding a mid, trading back and forth. Trading back and forth. These streams are really just brutal at this speed as well. This is like 310 BPM streams.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rule Blazing actually dropping a full % on that. But Claren actually maybe even dropping auto.
Yeah, the other 4 players actually, Emirates, Bifid, and Mysterion, How to Play LN, are all holding really high scores. It's just these other 2 players, Claren just struggling a little bit more than Rule Blazing is. And that's making the difference. Bifid now actually finding a miss. The accuracy is still quite decent for Bifid now.
Claren doesn't want to go too far down. Catch out.
Well, it looks like Rule Blazing has started to kind of... Oh, never mind.
Great.
Just a little bit of a miss there. But overall, we can see these... just the accuracy overall is just favoring Thailand. How to Play LN actually finding a miss there. And Mysterion as well, actually. Emirates now with the only full combo left. But just the team score from Thailand is going to be too much to overcome for Singapore.
Really nice full combo from Emirates.
Yeah, actually a really good score there as well. 997, again getting the best score in the lobby. I think it's been quite a few maps, and a few maps now that Emirates has gotten the best score.
Yeah, even getting a better 300 ratio than Mysterion, but getting more 200s, however. So Mysterion is not actually too far behind, like 2k only.
Yeah, actually both Mysterion and How to Play LN both getting very similar scores.
Yeah, 200 apart.
But that's going to be another point for Thailand on their own pick. So Singapore still need that one break point to be able to come back in the match.
So now it is Singapore's pick. It is Singapore's pick, and for now they have picked tech. Will they continue to go on the rise path, or will they call the anomaly? Will they introduce an anomaly in this match?
Now we'll see if they decide to go for it now, or if they think that they can keep going for these rise picks. They definitely had a really good performance on... Wait. Oh, I thought they just picked Azure Arbitrator. That's Rule Blazing. That's not Singapore. Yeah, that would be a curveball, picking Azure Arbitrator now.
What are the remaining rise picks?
So we still have Beta Endorphin, which is extremely risky. We have Edison, Beatbit Futures, and Azure Arbitrator, but it looks like instead of those we're going to go for Anomaly. So we're going to see this SV map coming in at another really long one for 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's 4:21, not quite rated.
And this is a very long one for the players to learn. But Singapore definitely have a really good roster. I expect Blurart to come in for Singapore now, who has been their star SV player.
Actually, no, because anomaly might actually be a bit hard in as just a non-SV a non-SV knight. It might be too high in starting, but maybe we're still gonna see Lorag actually playing. But
Yeah, well,
it might be a dangerous one because Lorag does have a skill cap, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. I think just the physical ability is still pretty reasonable here. Definitely nowhere near any of the other maps in the pool in terms of physical difficulty. So I expect Laura to still do perfectly fine. So we'll see here. We're seeing Nyala come back in for Thailand.
Yeah, we're starting to see some key SE players.
And we're going 4 minutes of full of SV here.
Yep. Oh, Mysterion!
Early miss from Mysterion. So we're going to get a little bit of an advantage for Singapore, but Claren finds a miss as well, so nullifies it out a little bit, but this is really early on in the map. And all Rule Blazing taking a little bit of a couple 200s and 100s there.
Yeah, Yana Hotep actually being in the 9 years as well, and Singapore does actually have the early advantage. They are actually keeping like 99.7 almost. So this seems to be fun. Oh no!
It's a 200.
Actually, into the 99.4. I'm sorry.
Yala actually finding a miss there. So far, only one miss for Singapore is keeping them ahead of Thailand, also with the superior accuracies.
Oh, Rule Blazing.
Rule Blazing and Yala both missing.
Yeah, not liking the stutter at all.
Yeah, those teleports are something that you really do need to remember the timing of just a little bit.
Yeah, almost every player goose tapping.
And Claren finding a miss. He's gonna keep Thailand in the game a little bit, but Yala trades it back.
Yeah, the stutterers are really putting in the work against Thailand, and you can see.
And Laura finding a miss. The accuracy is still holding up though, but Mysterion is holding 99.54 right now.
Oh yeah, Mysterion actually holding the torch for Thailand.
Actually destroying this map, but Singapore still have themselves a really good lead as we're into this calm break section for now. We definitely still have Singapore definitely in a good position still. But
yeah,
Mysterion's score could keep Thailand in this, definitely. There's still half the map to go.
Yeah, Thailand still has an occasion to catch up. It's not absolutely an insurmountable lead.
As we're going, we have a little bit of accuracy drop for Bifa now. But it's not going to be too much. We have Nyala actually struggling a little bit in that accuracy down at 97.5, sorry. So Singapore's managing to hold on that lead. No one finding any breaks in this section. But a lot of combo, a lot of accuracy drop. Bifa now Claren getting a few 200s.
Yeah,
200s are not quite enough for Thailand to come back.
Yeah, this climax seems to be going on pretty well for both teams, but there's no change of situation regarding the lead. So Singapore still has it.
Big miss from Blora. That would have been 3 notes from that chord. So 3 misses coming in.
Yeah. Mysterion's still in the 99.5 region, and Blora looking to maybe.
And now we're getting into the chord.
Oh, Claren!
The Jacks killed the combos of Mysterion, Nyala, and Claren.
Yeah.
That's gonna benefit Singapore.
It was actually more damage for Thailand because 2 players against 1 missed there.
And now Singapore just need to hold on to this last section.
Yala looks like really not liking those stairs.
But Rule Blazing and Yala really struggling with the teleports.
Yeah, cool.
And this is going to be it. Singapore managing to take their second point. A really good performance from them.
Yeah, I was really curious on how Singapore was going to perform on this. Bye for now, the 1-3-3-7, the elite ratio.
Yeah, bye for now, actually with 0 misses.
On the slider drops.
Yeah, and then just a couple of slider drops there. But definitely a really good team score from Singapore. Mysterion holding that 99.3 in the end, but it was not enough.
Yeah, stellar performance from Mysterion, actually.
So Singapore are keeping this really close. It's still within 1 breakpoint difference between these two teams. Thailand now getting the pick. There are no more LN maps there. They have to go for the hybrid, right? There's only hybrid and rice maps left.
Yep, hybrid and rice.
It looks like we're going to see Heathens, which is the more LN focused hybrid in the pool.
Yeah, it's going to be much more difficult to go further into the match because the picks are becoming way less viable for both of the teams. The hybrids are becoming more techy, and
yeah, absolutely.
Singapore is just kind of obligated to pick to hold on the rise and maybe even get into the hybrids themselves. We're going to see Heathens.
Yeah, and Heathens is along the same lines as Obfuscate, if you remember from last week's pool, in that it is, well, it's a hybrid, but it's also almost pretty much an LN map, right? So the difficulty is almost entirely in the LN and the LN releases. So Thailand definitely feeling more comfortable on this one than some of the other picks.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. The Obfuscate and Heathens are actually quite similar in that they're both mapped by Abraxas. So quite similar mapping, well, style of mapping actually. So you know what you're expecting when you're picking this map.
Yeah, we'll see. We still have actually almost the same rosters for both teams. We have How to Play LN coming in instead of Rule Blazing. And Emirates coming back in for Singapore as well, of course. So no one having too much difficulty on these initial LNs here.
Yeah. Just warm-ups for the inevitable onslaught that they're gonna have. Yeah.
So warm up these timings, getting these releases down properly.
Yeah, we see some of these islands with different lengths.
So far, pretty much even between both of the teams, still in this intro section. And here we go. No one finding any early misses actually, but the accuracy advantage is starting to go towards Thailand, it looks like.
Yeah, Claren dropping quite a little bit. Breaking combo. Oh, that's gonna be major for Singapore if they.
And Yala as well.
Yala! Oh no!
2 combo drops for Thailand, and Singapore are in the lead. How to Play LN misses again.
Oh my god!
Oh no! And that's a huge accuracy tank as well. Thailand are going to edge it back. Claren misses as well. But Yala finds a trade back. And And it's
So,
Emirates
we're
versus Mysterion with the full combo.
Yeah. I think it's pretty balanced in terms of the amount of misses, but the accuracies are actually not balanced. Well, actually not equal. They have
right
like
now,
a 4% advantage. Island.
Yeah, Mysterion right now the only person in the lobby with 99% how to play Island with catching up right now.
Yeah,
everyone else is really struggling with these release timings. Just absolutely brutal on the accuracy.
Yeah, Viper not playing in this again. Yeah, I think it's still quite balanced in terms of amount of misses. Maybe a slight advantage over Island. But Island's accuracy, my Seren of the 99.3, and no one in Singapore has even close to a 99%. That's just...
and it ends up being... Yeah, these accuracies from Thailand are just way too strong. And it ends up going in favor of Thailand by a fair amount, but that was kind of scary there at the halfway point.
Yeah, up until that point, it was looking like an upset.
Yeah, just not able, like Singapore just not able to hold on for the entire map, right? Just the LN's just slowly chipping at your concentration until you manage to mess them up. And now Singapore have their own pick to go for again. It still is within one breakpoint away. So even though it is 5-2, Singapore just need to win their own maps and just one of Thailand's picks to tie it up completely again.
Yeah, and seeing the remaining picks is absolutely in the realm of possibility, and in fact very challengeable. We've got some hybrids, we've got some Rise, and Singapore can do well on them.
Yeah, we still have some Rise picks left, but they are all really risky now. There's no more of the tech that Singapore have liked to go for so far.
Yeah, and as we've seen in the Heathens, it's actually starting to be risky for Thailand as well. So it's a match full of risk. Starting from now, well, starting from a while ago, actually.
Actually, Thailand have run out of these LN picks now, so they're really gonna have to start digging into more of the Rice and more of the speed picks. But we'll have to see what Singapore picked before then, because all of these Rice maps remaining are pretty risky. Jimmy returns asking to pick B.
I mean, it's a decent pick. Well, for Thailand, that is.
That is true. So still discussing taking their time here.
Yeah. In quarterfinals we got B. In semifinals we got A. But what is the left ahead?
What is the actually? Is there any? There's none.
There's none.
Not even a difficulty name. Not even a difficulty name that we could use for it. I mean, there's AAAA versus Frums. Oh, we're gonna get Tornado.
This is brave. This is really brave.
So obviously going for more of that Rice, but this is kind of out there. This is a very difficult one.
Yeah, this is intense. Tornado is absolutely intense. Plenty of mini chance at 175 BPM. That's huge.
And this is gonna really destroy the stamina, as if it wasn't already destroyed by the number of long maps that they've played.
Yeah, this is like the 6th or 7th map that we've seen that was like above 3 minutes. This is 4 minutes and 29. What's with this map rule and songs that are like 4 minutes and 20 something seconds?
That's just optimal song length, I guess. So we'll see if Singapore is able to keep up here and manage to take another point, because they really need to take this point. I mean, every point is so important when you're behind. But now, if there was ever any chance for Singapore to come back in the match, it has to be now. Now that Thailand has run out of these LN picks.
Yeah, because if Thailand wins this break point, it's going to be Thailand's turn to pick, and I think they still have like some suitable hybrid for their skill sets, and they might be able to close the match then. So if Singapore manages to win Tornado, that's going to be pretty major in keeping them alive, and possibly even getting another breakpoint. So I think this point is absolutely crucial for Singapore, alright?
Yeah, actually, as well as we're talking about like the stamina issue as well, we've had I think both Bifenal and Mysterion playing almost every single map so far.
Oh yeah, Mysterion. I don't even know if Mysterion actually set out for any of the picks. Really, what is going on?
Emirates is only set out for Anomaly, but I think Bifenal has also been in for pretty much every pick as well. So,
oh my,
we'll see, because like, you know, after playing so many maps, this is gotta be starting to strain their abilities.
Yeah, this might come into the strategy as well. I'm sure Singapore has thought of that as well.
Oh wow, everyone actually, no massive drops coming here. Bifenal was slightly lower accuracy, but still managing to get through all right.
Yeah, really good intro.
Actually, overall, the accuracies are dead even between the two teams so far.
Yeah, it's actually flickering for now.
But it's really going to come down to these. We got these jacks coming in here, and they last a long time.
Yeah, basically,
Vumi and Bullblazing both finding misses early on. Bifenal trades it, but there's two misses for one.
Oh, Vumi and Bullblazing again. Bifenal actually missed as well. But... missing again.
Oh, big accuracy drops from Bifenal, but Bullblazing and Mysterion are trading the misses back. Singapore is still holding on to this lead. But Ryunox and Bullblazing trading now.
Oh, Bullblazing is...
the density of these jacks is really destroying Bullblazing right now. Vumi dropping, Ryunox tanking as well.
Yeah, actually Ryunox and Bullblazing are actually battling to survive themselves, among themselves. And who is going to get the better out of it?
They're tanking just as much though. We can see, look, Ryunosk and Bullblazing right now have very comparable accuracies. Bifenal and Vumi are tying, and Emirates and Mysterion are basically exactly even, both of those.
Yeah, it's almost like 3 1v1s. You're watching 3 1v1s right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Emirates as well, still holding on to this full combo.
Oh my god, Ryunox.
That's really helping. I think Singapore with this combo advantage is really helping. Ryunox finding these 1-2 misses here.
Oh my god. Ryunox actually missed like 4 times in that section. That's
the lead is going to
towards Thailand, actually.
Yeah, we can see now Ryunox accuracy comparing to Bullblazing has dropped a whole percentage behind. So Thailand is just going to edge out a small advantage, and Ryunox really needs to bring back this accuracy. But the score was so close.
Emmer is holding a massively astounding performance right now.
Bifenal finding a miss. Emirates finding a miss. Breaking that full combo. And now Thailand's going to start to bring up an advantage, but Bullblazing and Mysterion miss right back. That's going to trade for those 2 misses we saw just before. So the score lead's going to start going back towards Singapore. But Ryunosk misses again.
Wow. This is actually so tense for Singapore. This is...
big drops from Vumi and Bullblazing.
Oh my god, that's going to be a big accuracy drops again.
And the lead just instantly swung back towards Singapore.
That's what I was gonna comment on, and Singapore did exactly what I was thinking about.
But we can see
Yumi and Rionos actually trading between themselves.
They're trading misses, but Rionos' accuracy is slowly building back up again. Rionos and Viper now both missing.
Oh no, this is so close.
But this is really close. I think Thailand have a really tiny accuracy advantage. But Viper and Rionos both missing.
No, this is not the moment to be missing.
Rionos and Rule-Blazing both trading. Fumi misses as well.
This is the last section of the song, and
these are just trades.
Still anyone's game.
These are just trades going back and forth.
Oh, Jesus.
But now looks like we're going into this outro. And no one can afford to miss anymore.
Yeah, no, a miss is basically giving it away.
This last kind of quad stream here. And Fumi misses. But it's not going to be
enough.
It's not going to be early enough. It's just too late for the score to go back towards Singapore, and Thailand take another break point just barely by 5,000 points.
Yeah, I think Singapore just needed for the song to be quite a little bit longer.
And just that entire match, throughout all those misses, we just had Emirates and Mysterion, just the two absolute rocks for their team carrying that. And both of them end up with almost identical scores as well, 975 for Emirates and 974 for Mysterion.
Yeah, Emirates and Mysterion actually matching themselves. Viper now and Rule-Blazing challenging themselves, and Rionos and Fumi. Wow, just that was really good.
And that's just really unfortunate for Singapore as well. Thailand now on match point, and Singapore have to win 5 in a row.
Yeah, that's a really bad situation for Singapore actually. Thailand actually managed to get out of a potential bad situation themselves. Now that they have the pick, now they can look at closing this match, but Singapore still can try and challenge them on the remaining pick. This is absolutely possible. It's still possible.
Thailand don't have any straight up LN picks left. I mean, Violent Arcade has some LN sections in, so maybe they do decide to go for that, but it is very much more towards that tech speed side. Break Big Band as well, but I feel like that's a little bit too risky. But, oh, they are actually going with Break Big Band instead, so it is going to be another one of these hybrid picks. And this one a little bit of a mix of everything, so we're actually going to see some SV coming into this one as well.
I hope everyone is expecting the SV because they might be very crucial.
I think this is also another long one, isn't it? It's at least 3 minutes long. 3 to 4 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm. 3 minutes and 45 seconds indeed.
Just coming out of Tornado as well.
Oh yeah. And we still see some of those players that have played, how many? 8 picks so far? Mysterion, Emirates, Viper now, has played a lot of them.
Yeah, but How to Play LN and Claren coming in fresh for this pick at least, not playing in Tornado.
Yeah.
So we'll see, this is now do or die for Singapore. They have to win every single map. So here we go. Another relatively long pick as well.
Yeah, really testing that consistency and stamina.
So far, a little bit of accuracy drops actually coming in for Viper now here. And Rule Blazing as well, dropping a little bit.
Yeah, Bison are actually starting in 1-8.
Combo is still intact though. Bifa now hitting extremely early actually.
Ah, that's true.
Actually, some of the SV patterns in this might.
Wood Blazing actually outright.
Rule Blazing, but Claren actually trading it back. Rule Blazing
again.
Just trading it back and forth here, and it's going to keep really close between the two scores.
Yeah, Claren does not seem to like those bursts and mini jacks at all.
Oh, everyone from Singapore missing on the SP.
Everyone missing at the same exact time. And World Blazing missing again.
Mysterion on how to play LN for Thailand still on the full combo.
Yeah, and that's gonna give a massive lead for Thailand now. We still have like three quarters of the song left. But right now it's looking like a bad situation for Singapore, but
yeah, Singapore really need to get these accuracies back up. They need to keep the combos up and hope for Thailand to find some more misses.
Take some deep breaths in this small break.
Well, it's a break, but it is also a slow jam break, so
yeah.
Definitely still have to keep your focus up. Now we just have a little bit of an opportunity for all the players to keep up, or to build up their accuracy a little bit.
Yeah, I think both teams are able to do so, and the lead does not change. Oh, Claren though, looking at that part, it's really bad.
Just at the end of the break as well. Claren finding another miss. No misses being traded for Thailand. So they're just going to start building up this big lead for themselves. And we're seeing everyone actually starting to hold on really well. It's just Claren is finding a little bit of a issue trying to keep their combo up. Rule Blazing missing
starting to World Blazing missing again. How to play it and missing as well. My Sarah is still in a very impressive run.
Bifa now and Claren both missing at the same time here. So these four players, the bottom row players here, are all fighting a little bit of misses traded back and forth, but that's not going to change this lead for Thailand. As we still, Mysterion is still on this full combo. Oh, we got a little bit of a pause.
Yep, Klein giving us a break, maybe a little bit.
I think this is a. Oh, we got some players that are a little bit ahead of each other, but it does look like as long as Thailand hold on to this outro, they are going to be the ones who manage to take the point and the match.
Yep, as we confirm the outcome of this particular song, we can say a huge GG to Thailand.
And a really good FC from Mysterion at the very end there as well.
Yeah, we must respect Singapore's run because Singapore is apparently a high seed team. And a high seed team making it this far in the finals is absolutely astounding. So
yeah, Singapore had an insane run this tournament.
Really,
they ended up beating Philippines, who were the top seed in their bracket.
Yeah,
and they ended up being top 6. So like definitely exceeding expectations for Singapore and ending up performing exceptionally well, even in this match as well. But Thailand just ended up being too strong at these hybrid picks for them. And they managed to run away with the match in the end. That means Thailand will be moving on, and they've secured top 4 for themselves, actually. So they'll be versing the winner of United States versus Korea, we see, in the losers bracket.
Yep, that's going to be a very, very scary match for Thailand. But Thailand has some top tier LNs. And top tier LNs are a way to challenge any of those two teams, Korea or the USA.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we saw some ridiculous scores from Thailand this match, so they're able to keep up those scores. They can definitely give the other team a run for their money, whoever it is. And we also have, as we can see in that winners bracket, the Brazil versus Japan, which is also going to come up. But we can see so far we have just 3 more matches this weekend. The next one is going to be South Korea versus USA in about 9 hours. So definitely have quite a large break until then. So make sure you are still tuning in though, because that is going to be an absolutely insane match, I think.
Yeah, there are only insane matches, even like this one, even like this one that you watched right here. Every match is worth watching, every single one.
So, yeah, absolutely. And I think, like, even like Korea have been showing, like, in group stages and in some of the earlier stages, they're looking a little bit beatable, but so in the later stages of the tournament, they've been really ramping up with this raw ability on their team. So they're definitely going to end up pushing USA to their absolute limits.
Yeah, a lot of people know South Korea as a purely late game team and not so much early, but South Korea has shown some very good early tournament showings as well. So
yeah, absolutely. So that's definitely going to be one to watch. But in the meantime, we will be going offline and ending the stream here. So make sure you stay hydrated until then, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, stay hydrated. Make sure you eat enough. And we'll see you when we see you.